Hi everybody, this is Justin over at House of Flowers, and you may not know, but tomorrow, April the 9th, is National Unicorn Day. So guess what? We've put together some DIY unicorn kits for you and your kids for maybe your homeschool art class, or maybe just a fun project. This is what the finished product will look like, and today we're going to show you how to make it. You can get yours for $25 by calling to House of Flowers at 795-1112 and let us know. We do delivery or curbside pickup. Alright, so we're going to start with our container, the face of the unicorn, and we want to add some foam to it. You'll start with your dry foam. You want to place it in water that with the writing on up. We'll dip it in. You might want to start about 5 minutes ahead of time, that way it gets good and wet. You can make sure that it gets soaked on all the sides. When it's good and wet, it's going to change to a dark green color like this. This is how you know it's going to be ready. And we're going to just slide it right inside the face of the unicorn. Now when I'm making it, I like to have the front facing me, so I can see what's going to be the front. Next we'll start with what we call our leather. We're going to cut those into some individual pieces and place it all around. Hopefully you've got you some good cutters. If mom's around, she can maybe use a knife to help you cut. And we're just going to randomly place these all around. I like to use these V shapes to go around the edge. They kind of help cover the edge of the arrangement. Here, stick these in the middle. We do have step-by-step instructions that you'll see on the Facebook page going along with this, so you can kind of see what each finished project is going to look like. But once we get done with all three pieces of the leather here, your unicorn head will have lots of green hair on it. So we've filled in green lots of places to cover up the foam. That's what our main purpose here is, to cover the foam. You may see me pulling a few pieces off of the side. That's so I have a little bit of a stick to stick into the foam. This should be fun, and they really don't go in any particular order. Just stick them in there. We want to make sure that we cover up all the foam. So we can turn this around. With these fun little V pieces, we're going to cover the edges. Alright. It's kind of like a treasure hunt as to where's there a green spot that needs to be covered up. Here we go. Looking good, everybody. Speaking of unicorns, has anybody ever read the book Thelma the Unicorn? It is a great book for kids of all ages. It talks about how not everybody has to be the same, and being different is important. So pick yourself up a copy of Thelma the Unicorn and have a read with it during story time. It's a great book. All right, so here's a kind of a look at once we've got all the leather in place. Next, we're going to move to our large white carnations. There's 3 of those. We're going to cut them all about, we'll say like 4 inches or so. We're going to kind of make a triangle with them. I'm going to think that maybe they're the ears, the unicorn's ears, right here in the front. And we'll put one back here at the top of its head. 3 carnations. Next, we're going to move to our roses. We will have pink roses for you here. We're going to pull all the leaves off. You can pull out the outer side leaves if you want. Those are the covering leaves, protective leaves. We'll cut those about the same width, and we're going to put them in the empty spots on the triangle. So this will be a reverse triangle from the white carnations, but with pink roses this time. Again, I cut those about 4 inches. This one will go right here in the front of the head. And now that we have this pretty little design here, 2 reverse triangles, we're going to put the unicorn horn right behind the middle pink rose. That gives the unicorn its horns. Now we're going to move on to our fun mini carnations. We have these fun pink ones here. You can take the mini carnations. See how they all have different stems? We're going to cut them apart. And we're going to make sure and use all of our flowers. We're just going to kind of fill them in around. You'll kind of get to see where there might be a hole. These bigger ones, like this, you want to cut you an option like that. This one's tall enough that it can go right here behind the horns. And we have one more that's opening over here. So let's put him in the back. We'll put that one in the back. Now we'll move on to our next set of mini carns. Now this one, we can cut this into 2 different pieces, which is going to give us more carnations to spread throughout our unicorn. We want to make sure that the color is distributed pretty evenly around. That one's a little too long. Let's trim him down just a little bit. We still have more. These unopened buds are always fun, because you put them in and they're unopened, and then in a day or 2, if we keep lots of water in our arrangement, they will open up and it will be a totally different arrangement almost every day when the buds open up. So we put those all around. Let's put one more spot of color right there. And this guy, he can go right here around the horn. And 2 more of these. We'll put these guys on the sides. And we'll move on to our last flower here, these fun white flowers. We're going to pull all the leaves off of these. That way you can see the flowers a lot better and make it prettier in the arrangement. Again, we're going to do about 4 inches. Here's what we finished with the mini carnations. And let's just kind of fill in the holes with this. Here's a good spot in the front. These again will open up and make nice pretty arrangements, or pretty flowers, just like the carnations. You won't know that they are there. You wake up in the morning and surprise, more flowers. Oops. All right, stick this guy here. This guy was just kind of hanging out down the stem by himself, so guess what? He's kind of like a bonus flower for us. Cut off the old stem parts. We can just stick him right in there. Now we've got 2 more pieces we can use here. Here's another bonus flower on this stem. Pulling off all the leaves. Be careful not to pull off the flowers. Let's see, maybe he can go right down here in the front. And our last bonus flower here, where should we put him? Maybe right there. And when those open up, they will fill in all around. And let's move this out of the way. It's nice and ready for, we are done. with our unicorn for National Unicorn Day.